I remember the exact second my world cracked open. It was 7:14 p.m. on a Tuesday, rain tapping the garage roof like impatient fingers. My 8-year-old son, Liam, stood in the doorway wearing his faded blue hoodie, backpack dangling half open like it was too tired to stay zipped. He didn't yell. He didn't cry. He just asked, soft as a question that already knew the answer hurt. "Dad, why does Uncle Ryan get the whole house, and we're stuck out here in the garage?" My throat closed. The air tasted like motor oil and betrayal. Inside, through the thin door that separated us from them, I could hear my mother laughing at the television, too loud, like she was drowning something out. My father was scrolling, chuckling at memes. Uncle Ryan, 35, perpetually between opportunities, had his socked feet propped on the leather ottoman I'd bought with my first real bonus check. The ottoman that used to be mine. My mother didn't even turn her head. "Because he needs the support right now, sweetheart. Life's been harder on him." Liam's small fingers curled tighter around the strap. His eyes flicked to me, waiting. Waiting for the dad who was supposed to fix things. I swallowed glass. "Liam, go wash up for dinner." He didn't budge. Not right away. He studied me like he was deciding what version of father he was getting tonight. My mother finally glanced over, irritated. "Don't turn this into drama, Nathan." "I'm not," I said, voice flat. My father barked a laugh. "Hear that, Ellen? He's not turning it into drama." Ryan smirked from the couch. "Kids got an imagination." Liam's jaw tightened, just that tiny muscle twitch kids make when they realize the grown-ups aren't going to save them. I kept my tone even, like I was reading market data. "We're moving next week." The TV muted mid-laugh. My mother's head whipped around. "What did you say?" My father laughed again, bigger, meaner. "Where to?" "A motel with weekly rates." Ryan leaned forward. "Yeah, Nate. You gonna slum it in your fancy car?" I walked to the entry table, the one I'd assembled myself on a Saturday when the house still felt like mine. Opened the drawer. The keys were cold, heavy. I dropped them on the granite. The fob clacked sharp enough to make Liam flinch. My father squinted. "What's that supposed to be?" I pulled the folder from my messenger bag. Plastic sleeves. One held keys tagged, Harbor View Tower, Unit 3204. The other, a certified copy of the grant deed. My name. Sole owner. Recorded 2021. I laid them down like evidence at a deposition. "No," I said, quieter than I meant to. "But you might be." Silence stretched thin and dangerous. My mother's mouth worked, no sound. Ryan sat up straight. "That's not even funny." Liam whispered, almost to himself, "We're moving." I turned to him first. "Yeah. Next week." Then I looked at the three of them, my parents, my brother, and the excuses started tumbling out in overlapping waves. Denial. Outrage. The usual chorus. I didn't argue. I picked up Liam's backpack from the concrete floor, took his hand, and walked us back into the garage. The door clicked shut behind us like a period at the end of a very long sentence. I'm Nathan. 39. I trade volatility for a living, equities, options, futures. I read patterns in chaos for 8 hours a day and then come home to more chaos. Only this chaos wore family faces. The house was a 4-bedroom craftsman in a leafy Irvine cul-de-sac. Lemon tree in front. Quiet neighbors. I closed on it in late 2021, right after the divorce finalized. Title in my name only. Wire transfers. Escrow emails. I have every receipt because I don't trust feelings to override facts. It started, temporarily, in spring 2023. My father called, voice heavy. Mortgage is crushing us, son. Just need a breather. My mother followed, it'll be good for Liam, family close by. I was raw from the split. Liam was 7, confused, needing stability. So I said yes. 2 weeks later. The master suite was theirs. Guest room became Ryan's crash pad. Liam and I got the garage, insulated, drywalled, but still a garage. My mother called it cozy. She also called it fair. Ryan was always in crisis. Decade-long crisis. Always someone else's wallet, someone else's roof, someone else's patience. I let it slide. Again. And again. Until the groceries vanished. I'd haul Costco runs every Sunday, real food, not junk. One evening the fridge was empty. Not eaten, emptied. My mother breezed in. Ryan took it to his buddies. They're hanging out. My food. It's all the same house, she said, smiling like I'd made a joke. That night Liam asked if we had to ask permission to eat. I said no. But the next week I noticed granola bars disappearing from the pantry into his backpack. Then the contributions. Started at $500. Climbed to $1,200. When I pointed out I already paid the mortgage, my mother snapped, "Don't nickel and dime family." One afternoon I came home early. New iPad on the counter. Ryan setting it up. "Mom and Dad got it for job apps," he said, not even looking guilty. I opened my banking app. Zelle transfer to my father. 3 days prior. $1,200. Memo, contribution. I swallowed it. Liam was watching. The lock on the interior door was the last straw before the straw that broke everything. Late market night. 9:52 p.m. Door locked. I knocked. My mother cracked it 2 inches. "You wake me. It's my house. Rules are rules." Text after 9. I stood there, keys in hand, listening to my own mother enforce a curfew, in property I owned, while my son slept 10 feet away on a pull-out. I was teaching him to disappear. That Tuesday night, when Liam finally voiced it, something snapped clean inside me. After tucking him in, I sat on the edge of the mattress, listening to their laughter leak through the wall. I started a folder on my phone, receipts. Screenshots. Transfers. Deed photo. Emails. Next morning I went silent. No answers. No explanation. They escalated. My mother left voicemails, soft, wounded. "This isn't you, Nathan. Think of Liam." My father, contempt. "You think money makes you better than us." Ryan posted a story from my living room, family drama LOL. Then the passport disappeared from the hallway lockbox. I walked in. "Come. Where is it?" My mother sipped coffee. "Somewhere safe." My father, "You're not taking him anywhere in this mood." They weren't just taking space. They were trying to take my son. I recorded the next refusal. Calm voice. Clear facts. "You are withholding my minor child's travel documents." "Correct." My father smirked. "Correct." I stepped outside. Called non-emergency. Family member refusing to return child's passport. I have proof. Need documentation. Officer arrived. Listened to the sweet-voiced excuses, the offended bluster. Flipped through my folder. One sentence changed the air. "Sir. Return the documents. Now." My father shoved the lockbox at me like it burned him. After the cruiser left, my mother hissed, "You're breaking the family." I took Liam's hand. Drove him to school. Then straight to the attorney. 60-day notice to vacate. Separate for Ryan. Demand for documents. All served clean. Friday night they waited at the garage door like guards. "You're really doing this?" my mother asked. "Yes." My father, "You can't evict your parents. I can terminate a tenancy. And you're going to stop pretending you don't know the difference." "Ryan, you're insane, bro." I handed them the envelope. Liam held his pizza plate with both hands. "Are we in trouble?" I crouched. "No. We're leaving." He nodded. "Too old for 8. I opened a new bank account. Rerouted deposits. Cancelled transfers. Rented storage. Moved our things while they pretended I was invisible. The breaking point came Monday morning. Another refusal. Another recording. Another call. Officer returned. Same calm face. This isn't a family vote. I drove Liam to the new place that afternoon. Harbor View Tower. Glass walls. City lights below like scattered stars. He stepped inside, socks on hardwood. Whispered, "It's big." "It's safe," I said. That night he asked, "Are we allowed to live here?" My throat closed again. "Yes. We are." He set his backpack by the door. "My spot." "Your spot." A week later movers cleared the rest. My parents stood in the hallway, stunned, furious, like adults had finally shown up. My mother tried once more, showed up at the lobby with a cake. Security logged it. I didn't come down. I sent one group text, "Notice served. All contact through attorney. Do not approach Liam's school. Do not come here. Trespass will be reported." Then muted. The phone exploded anyway. Tears. Threats. Insults. I didn't answer. Because boundaries aren't words. They're walked. Now Liam wakes up, pads out, sees the fruit bowl I leave out like proof that normal still exists. He stares at the skyline waking up. And sometimes, quietly, he asks if he can keep his backpack by the door. I always say yes. I still see their faces in quiet moments, the shock when the law showed up instead of guilt. The way entitlement cracked when paperwork didn't bend. But mostly I see Liam. Not shrinking anymore. If someone took your home, your child's home, and called it love, would you keep swallowing it? Or would you finally hand them the deed and walk away? Tell me in the comments. Would you forgive them?